Today, my team will talk about pandemic. We often hear people here and there talk about pandemic, but what do we really know about pandemic? Before we dive even further about pandemic, let me tell you about the definition of the pandemic. A pandemic is an epidemic occurring on a scale that crosses international boundaries, usually affecting people on a worldwide scale. Epidemic, on the other hand, is a rapid spread of disease to a large number of people in a given population within a short period of time. So when a pandemic occurs, what can we do? There are a few basic strategies that we and the government can do to overcome the pandemic, which are containment and mitigation. Containment is the action of keeping something harmful under control or within limits. Mitigation, on the other hand, is the action of reducing the severity, seriousness, or painfulness of something. Containment can be undertaken on the early stages of the outbreak. Example of containment is contact tracing and isolating infected individuals from other people to stop the disease from spreading to the rest of the population. Use of face masks, have a social distancing between people, use of hand sanitizers, and by washing your hands properly. When it's no longer possible to contain the spread of the disease, the management will then move to mitigation stage, in which measures are taken to slow the spread of the disease and mitigate its effects on the society and the healthcare system. When the disease is getting very serious and impossible to overcome because it spreads rapidly and a huge number of people has been affected. Another strategy called suppression needs to take place. This strategy requires more extreme, long-term and non-pharmaceutical interventions to reverse the pandemic by reducing domestic reproduction to less than 1. The suppression strategy, which includes stringent population-wide social distancing, home isolation of cases, and household quarantine. And now, my good friend Shamil will talk about concerns about future pandemic and what is the current pandemic that we are facing now.
So, you are just here about definition of pandemic and I am not gonna say it anymore. I want to talk about current pandemic, which is pandemic COVID-19. Pandemic COVID-19 is a new strain of coronavirus which was first identified in the city of Wuhan, Hubei province, China. In late December 2019, it has caused a cluster of cases of an acute respiratory disease, which is referred to as coronavirus disease 2019. According to media reports, more than 200 countries and territories have been affected by COVID-19, with major outbreaks occurring in central China, Iran, Western Europe, and the United States. On 11 March 2020, the World Health Organization characterized the spread of COVID-19 as a pandemic. As of 11 September 2020, the number of people infected with COVID-19 has reached 28 billion worldwide, of whom 20 billion have recovered. The death toll is 900,000. It is believed that these figures are understated as testing did not commence in the initial stage of the outbreak and many people infected by the virus have no or only mild symptoms and may not have been tested. Similarly, the number of recoveries may also be understated as tests and required before cases are officially recognized as recovered, and fatalities are sometimes attributed to other conditions. This was especially the case in large urban areas where a non-trivial number of patients died while in their private residence. It was later discovered that asymptomatic hypoxia due COVID-19 pulmonary disease may be responsible for many such cases.
Okay guys, hello everyone. Now it's my turn to continue the talk. Before I continue the talk, I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Razi bin Ahmad Fazli. My matrix number is D2010-800. I'm from Banting, Selangor. Now I will talk about the topic given to me. The topic is economic consequence from pandemic. The threat of the virus has also made a major impact on the world economy, including forcing the closure of global car production such as Volkswagen, Toyota, Daimler, and others. This is because there is no place for them to market their product because the world country have closed their country entry due to the presence of a COVID-19 outbreak. Moreover, it can cause the user detrimental either use the vehicle as well as exiting or new vehicle. The company employees were also affected because their marketing was unsuccessful because of the presence of the outbreak that limiting the movement of everyone. Even giant companies like electronic company Google and Amazon are shutting down office temporarily, and some of the famous restaurant like Starbucks closed half of their network in China. Why must China? Because China is the original point of the start of COVID-19. In Malaysia, we can see the public to limit trips internationally or domestically until affect the tourism industry. Many hotels in Malaysia closed or bankrupt. Many employees were dismissed because employers were unable to pay their wage, their money, as no customer used their service because a result of the spread of the COVID-19 outbreak. The tourism area is heavily affected. It is not well maintained due to the lack of customer present during this outbreak. The place of interest are very poor as the environment is not taken care of because there are no visitor present during the outbreak. But don't worry, after the COVID-19 has solved, the industry will open back as normal and work as normal. In conclusion, as a Malaysians, we must adhere to the regulations set by government. This is because it is good for yourself and the surrounding people. I thought we are unable to be like heroes at the front line, like a frontliner like nurse, doctor, panda, postman, GrabFood, and others. We can facilitate their work by complying with prescribed arrangements such as wearing face cover and keeping spacing which is other. People call social distancing. For those who do not wear the face cover, they will be charged fine of 1,000 ringgit. Remember before it's happened to yourself. For that money, you can use it with care and benefit, such as paying debt, paying bill like electric bill, water bill, and others. As people in living in the same country, I just remind only. Because when the bad thing happen to me, I would feel so bad and feel so sad. So keep it before it is due and always provide the umbrellas before rain. So it's done a conversation between us. Goodbye and thank you for watching. Bye.
Fyll din kopp, fyller den till topp och tömmer den på 1, 2, 3. Så fyll din kopp, säger icke stopp.